Consequences of nuking the Moon. The Moon, Earth's closest celestial neighbor, has captivated the human imagination for centuries. But what if we were to contemplate an extreme scenario of detonating a nuclear bomb on the Moon? This provocative question raises intriguing scientific, ethical, and practical considerations. In this video, we will delve into the hypothetical consequences of such an event and explore the potential impacts on the Moon, Earth, and humanity. 1. The Moon's composition and structure. Before exploring the ramifications, it is essential to understand the Moon's composition and structure. The Moon is primarily composed of rock and dust, with a thin layer of regolith covering its surface. Its lack of atmosphere and magnetic field makes it vulnerable to cosmic radiation and meteorite impacts. The Moon's surface is scarred by craters, evidence of its tumultuous history shaped by asteroid collisions and volcanic activity. 2. Immediate effects. Detonating a nuclear bomb on the Moon would release an enormous amount of energy. The initial explosion would create a blinding flash of light, visible from Earth. The impact would dislodge a significant amount of lunar regolith, causing a powerful shockwave to ripple through the Moon's surface. The ejected material would form an expanding cloud of debris and dust, obscuring the lunar landscape. 3. Lunar Environment. The nuclear explosion would have a profound impact on the lunar environment. The intense heat and shockwave could alter the Moon's surface, causing widespread geological disturbances. The release of energy might trigger seismic activity, leading to moonquakes and further destabilization. The resulting dust cloud could linger in the Moon's atmosphere, affecting visibility and potentially interfering with future lunar missions. 4. Lunar Radiation. The Moon lacks a substantial atmosphere, which means it offers little protection against cosmic radiation. Detonating a nuclear bomb on the Moon would create a burst of radiation that could contaminate the lunar surface. This radiation could pose significant risks to future lunar exploration and potentially compromise the safety of astronauts and robotic missions. 5. Earth's response. The detonation of a nuclear bomb on the Moon would be visible from Earth, sparking awe and concern among observers. The resulting debris cloud could scatter lunar dust across space, potentially reaching Earth's atmosphere. While the amount of material reaching our planet would likely be minimal, it could have effects on atmospheric conditions, such as altering visibility or impacting weather patterns. 6. International and ethical implications. Detonating a nuclear bomb on the Moon would undoubtedly raise ethical concerns and international backlash. The use of nuclear weapons for any purpose, even in a hypothetical scenario, goes against international agreements and treaties. Such an act would likely face severe condemnation and could strain diplomatic relations between nations. It would serve as a stark reminder of the destructive power of nuclear weapons and the need for disarmament efforts. 7. Scientific opportunities. While the idea of nuking the Moon may seem reckless, it presents unique scientific opportunities. The release of debris and dust could provide scientists with valuable samples to study the Moon's composition in greater detail. Analyzing the effects of the explosion could enhance our understanding of planetary geology, impact cratering, and the dynamics of celestial bodies. 8. Long-term consequences. The long-term consequences of nuking the Moon would depend on the scale of the explosion and the resulting environmental changes. The alteration of the lunar surface could impact future lunar missions and human colonization efforts. The potential contamination of the lunar environment with radiation and debris could prolong the time required for safe human habitation. 9. Lunar exploration and preservation. As we continue to explore and study the Moon, it is crucial to maintain its pristine condition. Preserving the Moon's natural state is essential for future scientific endeavors and the potential for human colonization. Any deliberate attempt to cause significant changes to the Moon's environment would need to be carefully evaluated against the importance of preserving this celestial body for future generations. 10. Humanitarian and ethical considerations. Beyond the scientific and environmental implications, the humanitarian and ethical aspects of nuking the Moon cannot be overlooked. The potential risks to future lunar exploration and human presence on the Moon raise questions about the responsible use of technology and the preservation of celestial bodies for the benefit of all humankind. Additionally, the international community would need to address the ethical and legal dimensions of such an unprecedented event. 11. Cultural and symbolic significance. The Moon holds immense cultural and symbolic significance for humanity. It has inspired countless works of art, literature, and scientific exploration. The deliberate destruction of the Moon, even in a hypothetical scenario, would be a significant loss to our collective heritage and the inspiration it provides to future generations. 12. Interplanetary relations. The hypothetical scenario of nuking the Moon would have implications beyond Earth and the Moon. It would raise questions about our responsibility as a spacefaring species and our obligations to other celestial bodies. It could influence future efforts to explore and colonize other planets, as it would serve as a cautionary tale about the potential consequences of reckless actions. 13. Space debris and orbital dynamics. The detonation of a nuclear bomb on the Moon would create a cloud of debris and dust that could affect the space environment around Earth. This debris could pose risks to satellites and other spacecraft in Earth's orbit, potentially leading to collisions and increased space debris. Managing space debris is already a concern for space agencies, and such an event would further complicate efforts to ensure the safety and sustainability of space activities. 14. Public perception and policy considerations. The hypothetical act of nuking the Moon would undoubtedly generate public outcry and scrutiny. It would force policymakers and space agencies to reassess their strategies and regulations regarding space exploration and the use of nuclear technology. The event would likely lead to stricter international guidelines and agreements to prevent similar actions in the future. 15. Implications for astrobiology. The Moon's potential as a site for astrobiological research cannot be overlooked. Deliberately altering its environment through a nuclear explosion would eliminate any possibility of studying potential signs of life or its precursors. The Moon offers a unique perspective on the history and evolution of the solar system, and its preservation is crucial for advancing our understanding of the origins of life. Conclusion. The hypothetical scenario of nuking the Moon raises thought-provoking questions about the potential consequences of such an extreme act. While the idea is ethically and practically unacceptable, exploring the hypothetical impacts illuminates the delicate balance of our solar system and the importance of responsible scientific exploration. As we venture further into space, it is essential to approach our celestial neighbors with reverence and respect, ensuring the preservation of these celestial bodies for future generations. Through responsible exploration and collaborative efforts, we can continue to unravel the mysteries of the Moon and the universe, expanding our knowledge and understanding of our place in the cosmos.